All right, I want to introduce you to an Indian startup, and this is as startup as it gets. I'm Vincent Everts, I'm in Mumbai, and I'm here with the guest of Vanar Robotics, and here's Ayan, and he's the founder of the company, and I'm going to show you everything behind the scenes. So one of the things I was interested in India, are there people which really want to do something really themselves? You know, just not only assemble products or just do the software thing, but really make a complete stack. And I found Arjan, and he has great videos online because he basically made his own humanoid. You see him here, Vanar number 1.0. And what we're going to see is we're going to put him to life for one more time because he's been built last year and now they're building a complete new version which is coming out. But we just want to show you the principle of how somebody who is young, who doesn't have any limiting beliefs, and who basically built something with people in Japan, in Canada, made a startup, made a first version, and now have all kinds of big plans to conquer the world. So just we're going to basically meet that. Ayan, just first, how were you? Let's talk about your background first. Okay, what did you study?
So I studied marketing, management studies.
Yeah, marketing. Okay, so that's good. He has a voice, he can talk, and he has ideas, and he has a visionary.
So,
you basically, sure. You're also a designer. You have
yeah.
idea what you want to make. And then thirdly, he dabbles with software. Okay, so that's his background. He's designed software, marketing, and he had this idea, a rocket, I think, very, very quick. I mean, you want to do a rocket, and that was impossible. So then what happened next?
So we wanted to build a rocket, and to build a rocket, we require a lot of people, or a lot of machinery, and a lot of money. So we started that. So we started with a labor, like new kind of labor that is a lot more intelligent than the existing systems. Mm-hmm. So this is the result.
Yeah. So instead of a rocket, you wanted to make the people who built the rocket. So that's Vanar number 1.0. Okay, so you built this in 2024 and 2025, and you have all kinds of videos on his channel. It's called @Vanar_robotics, I think. You can see all the movies. Huh?
Vanar_robots.
Yeah, Vanar_robots. So let's see if we can put him to life again. Okay, so is this?
This is the teleoperation arm, and you can see it's moving according to it. So what we do is that
if you move this thing here, you can move his head, and you can move his arm. So we're going to see that. And this is the software you can see where it's basically regulated. So let me just zoom in a little bit so you can see. He's now going to teleoperate. I mean, it's extremely popular to teleoperate. And let me first zoom in here in the Mac, and now you can see if he moves the arms a little bit, then you see it on the screen, and you see also the arms going up and down, and then you can give it something. Put it in his hand, and then you basically can also just put it fast and move it back and forth. We also saw it walking, which was quite complicated, and then you can put it back. You would put it back in the arm, and so. Basically, there's the combination of an operator and making movements, and then the electronics in the back is being designed. So that is, and there's a lot of these examples how it moves things back and forth. And so that is the phase. That's number one. So you basically can move something here, and then the robot operates one. So now
collect the data, and we then collect the data, and that data is put into trained models, and then So it's all a collection of work to build autonomous robots.
Yeah. Okay, and then the interesting thing is you developed a team which are as far as possible away. You're in Mumbai, right?
Right.
And who's doing something in Canada?
So two of our team members are from Canada, so they handle the software part. So we record the data here. The data goes to Canada, it gets trained there, then goes to Japan, and then the model comes back.
Are you using an open source AI model which you train?
No, we train it right here.
But here on this one, you made a whole bunch of stuff yourself, right? I mean, the hands are always the biggest pain in the butt. What is in the hands? So can you put it up a little? Can you put the hand up a little bit more one more time? And then you see it comes up, and then I basically can you release the bottle for me? Okay, there it is. And here, these things you've made yourself, right? The production of the factory is here. It's on the left. There's a printer there, a 3D printer. So you can put more in there. So this is a completely made yourself with very simple parts. And then and this accelerators, how do you have done that yourself too?
Yeah, that is all built in-house. So that is the actuators. Yeah.
And also on the legs, more heavy ones on the legs. So, I mean, that's really, there's not a lot of companies, there's a lot of companies who make them, but they normally come from China, and you basically make them yourself, and they're much cheaper, and you have control about it, right?
Right. So we started building it ourselves is because we just wanted to learn how it works. And then we realized that we can actually, there's a way that we can make it cheaper and much more stronger. So we decided that we'll just go on building our actuators ourselves. So now we are here, building the 4th generation.
Yeah. And you're completely self-funded, right? I mean, we're in the apartment of his parents. They just moved, and your parents tolerate that you're here and having this factory thing, a startup you face yourself. And you made all these movies, and so you have all these people around the world who are part of your team. And but so far, no external funding. Just basically on you got a little bit from your parents and the savings you have yourself. Okay, so next version. Next version is being built right now. What does the next version do?
Sure. So the next, this is a prototype that we have built, and now the goal is to build twins, like the generation 2 twins, and so one of the twin will be with us here in the lab, and the other twin will be at the factory doing the real work. Okay. So the goal is to validate our hardware and software. And if something goes wrong with certain part in the twin at the factory, so what we do is that we build a newer part here, test it on the humanoid that is present in our lab, and then put it out on the humanoid that is working in the factory.
Yeah. So one of the things in India, all the things are full of dust. The factories are full of dust. They're difficult. They're not clean. And so you want to make parts which are very easy to replace and put them in there, and people can replace themselves. Later, the robots can replace the parts themselves. So that's the goal, to make it very useful for India, and also in the pricing level, you want to make it very affordable.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's software, hardware, and different. Yeah. So if you want to be part of that, then you better get to them quick. They react very quickly on the thing. So you have a team all over the place. You have version 1. You're now building version 2, and you're ready with version 3. In 2028, the first robots need to work. So wonderful. Good luck with the top 10 and making the top 10 twins. Sure. Finding another place, because then this will be too small. You need to have something like that, and getting funding. If you want to follow it, look on X, because you will see this company evolving, and I think it's fantastic. Doing the whole stack, making the hardware, making the software, having a vision of replacement parts, and I think it's really wonderful. What happens is this living room. This is the real fantastic startup from Mumbai. Thank you very much, Arjan.
Thank you so much.